Thierry Neuville, the last but one driver, looking for a first Monty win ever. 4 tenths to find. But where were they? The final meters looked very ugly. The clock said it was good. Ogier had dropped just under 4 seconds to Chris. It was the time to Neuville that mattered. But the champ had beaten Neuville. Victory was his. But did he know? Neuville then worked out the maths, and when Ogier pulled up, well, the tension just flowed from his face. Ogier put his money on red this year. He collected big in Monte Carlo for the 6th successive season.
You know that it's the rally I want to win the most in the season, so that's why I'm so happy right now.
With one stage to go, Colin and Carlos prepared themselves. But it was the Spaniard who'd have it all to do, and the spectators knew it, gathering for what looked like being a sensational stage. McRae is a hero in Portugal, and the fanatical spectators cheered him on through the 11-kilometre section.
30k to right, okay.
Colin now had to wait for Carlos.
It seems that's enough.
Reports from Sainz's team suggested that halfway through the stage, he'd already taken 4 of the 7 seconds back. Carlos stopped the clock nearly 5 seconds faster than Colin, but it wasn't enough. McRae the winner by just over 2 seconds.
I was very confident this morning, and then up until the second last stage, then it was a bit doubtful, but I knew it was going to be close, but okay, you have to be confident.
Neuville's work was done, and it was a belter of a time. But was it second place, or was it the win? He hadn't left anything out there. And then the first sight of the champion, threading his way through the last of those claustrophobic country roads, dropping down onto the beach below. There was very little in this. Had Neuville been irresistible? He had! Who knew? Waiting at the end, Thierry Neuville wanted confirmation. He got it! He had won!
I don't know. We gave it everything, and it was a really great fight. Bravo. But yeah, at the end, so small difference, but it was worth, so we keep fighting. Thanks to the team again. They are the best. Thank you.
Now, what was it Thierry said earlier this morning? Malcolm Wilson would tell Elvin to go like hell. That meant Thierry had to as well. Throw caution to the wind. Thanks all around in the car at the end, but was it enough to pass Elvin and snatch the victory? Under immense pressure, concluding the most successful weekend of his young career, Evans, the last man to come home. The lead 6/10 of a second, the width of a bumper, or a wheel arch of a Fiesta that would clatter a famous bridge on the lower section of a famous stage. Neuville stared on. He couldn't bear it. It could be the worst day of his life. Or Evans had been up on the clock, right at the top of the stage. But here, where it counted, victory got away. Red numbers on the timing board. Bad news, Elvin. Disappointment at M Sport. Happiness at Hyundai. Their man had done it again.
Yeah, it was amazing. I think we have really pushed very hard to get this win. It was very close. Elvin has done a great job as well. His tires were working quite well, but at the end we were able to match, and I think, thanks to the team, because they have worked very hard on our car, a lot of work to do, but at the end it paid off.
The pace in the power stage was extreme. Could it get any faster? Seb Ogier put so much effort into trying to win this rally back right at the end that he almost lost everything when he landed awkwardly off a crest in the final part of the stage. He threw everything he had at winning an event he must have thought he'd lost on a road section this morning. His power stage drive was superlative, past the ragged edge. He had raised the bar very, very high. Match that, Elvin Evans. Although remember, Wales's finest had 3.9 seconds in hand over the defending champion. It was too close to call. Only when he understeered through a speedy right-hander and continued up a muddy bank was his brave effort foiled. Even on the drag race, down to the line, there just wasn't enough of the stage to make up the tenths of a second he had lost and catch Seb Ogier. Victory to the Frenchman by 6/10 of a second.
Now just to catch this like this, I mean, I guess that's why we do this sport, for this emotion.
Marcus Gronholm sets off into the final 3-kilometre stage of Rally New Zealand with a lead of 7/10 of a second. He's looked a little untidy through some of these 90-degree corners, but it's understandable when you consider what's at stake. He blasts through the water splash at the flying finish, and now he can only sit and wait.
I don't know what I did now. I cannot say if he's quicker, then he is quicker.
A tremendously tense finale to what's been one of the closest fights ever in the WRC's long history. Certainly since times were accurate to a tenth of a second, we've never seen the likes of this before. Loeb is searching for the fastest line, absolutely on the limit. I think he's going to be quicker, but is it enough? No! An amazing finish to the event. Loeb is faster on the stage, but he finishes 0.3 of a second behind overall. It's an outstanding result for Marcus Gronholm. He's soon aware that a 5th Rally New Zealand win is his, and just look at that reaction.
I've never seen a finish to a rally like this, and so close, 0.3 of a second, down to the final stage. It just doesn't get any better.
Keep an eye on that clock, 4:55 exactly was Thierry's. He's going to be slower. 2.4 drop to his teammate, but that should be at least second place, I think, in Super Sunday for the Estonian. Plenty of fans down there as well.
It's going to be close, PK. It's going to be close. I think Tanak has won this by a tenth of a second.
Goodness me. Absolute pandemonium then at the end of the stage. It is unbelievable scenes then.
Puncture, not much I can do.
How did you get that?
It's not rally, it's like, I don't know, cross country, so not much I could do.
I love this sport. It just gives and gives.
To lose a win like this, it's cruel, and I've been exactly in the same spot, you know, by having a safe victory in the pocket a couple of years ago, and it was taken. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it just was given back. So it was just unfortunate for Seb to be the one, you know, who had to give it away.
It was Latvala who was making the biggest gains on the final day. By the penultimate stage, he passed Ogier and led by half a second. So the Jordan Power stage would see a thrilling finale. Latvala was already through and waiting at the stop control. And incredibly, Ogier snatched victory on the last stage. The Frenchman won the rally by just 0.2 of a second, the smallest winning margin in WRC history.
Wow, what a finish! To Rally Jordan, that's not something else. Jari-Matti Latvala, he's absolutely gutted, but rightly so, straight over to congratulate Sébastien Ogier for a thrilling finale to this event.
It's an amazing feeling. I pushed like hell today because Jari-Matti was so fast. He made some incredible time this morning, and I was absolutely flat out. For me, it was just impossible to be faster than that, and yeah, I'm so happy with the end like this.